Hey guys, so let me walk you through something that some people have been struggling with, and I'm going to do this specifically on a PC. I'm not going to walk through the same process on a Mac because actually Macs will do a lot of this stuff automatically so that you won't need to figure out how to do that. But several people have been struggling getting their computer to connect to their screen or projector or whatever it is that they're using. And so I just want to give you a few things that will kind of help you figure out exactly what it is, how to get them to connect, and then how to get them to look the way you want to with the PowerPoint shows up on the screen. And so first off, let me walk you through a few things. This is one of the common things that will end up happening is you'll have this, right? And you'll be able to get your image here on this screen, but then on the monitor, what you have is something that says there's no signal. And so what do you do if your monitor has no signal? Well, there's a few things that you can check that will help. First off, you want to start by just making sure that your cord is connected both here to your computer and then that it's connected on the back of the TV, that your HDMI is connected. The other thing that you're going to look for is to make sure you've selected the correct input. Most remote controls will have somewhere on there an input button or a menu button that will allow you to change between the different inputs on the TV. And each one of those is different. You'll have to just play with yours and find that menu or figure out how to do that. And make sure that the input you've selected is the same one that the cord is plugged into. Now, in my case, I've done that. This computer is plugged into HDMI 1 in the back, but yet I'm not getting a signal from the computer to there. So what do I do then? What's the next step? And so let me show you. Each computer is going to be a little bit different, but when you look at the keyboard, across that top row of keys, they're called function keys. Now, one of those somewhere on there is going to have a picture that looks something like a computer monitor. And when you press it, you're going to get this menu that's going to come up on the side of your screen, and it's going to have four options. The first one is PC screen only. If you have that selected, it's only going to show things on your PC screen. But if you come down and you click on, the next one there says duplicate. When you do that, what's going to happen is it's going to mirror or duplicate everything from your PC screen up onto this screen. Now, there's two other options here. The bottom one, if you skip down to the bottom, it says second screen only. Second screen only is going to put it only on the second screen. And so if I click that, there it is. It's only up there, and it's not on this monitor anymore. But for our purposes, if you're using PowerPoint and you want to use the presenter view, which is what you will most likely be using, you're going to want to click on the one that says Extend. Now you'll notice when I click Extend, the two monitors are still in use, but they're different now, right? One has the menu, one does not. So now when I open up PowerPoint, it's going to open up here on my desktop, whatever the file is that I've chosen to open. And then from that, I'm going to go ahead and start my slideshow. Now you'll notice when I do that, up on the screen, I have the actual presentation. That's what I want to show to people. But here on my computer, on the desktop here, or on the screen that's in front of me, I've got a couple of things. I've got the slide that's also up here, but I've also got, it's showing me what's next. And so what the next click is going to bring up. And so when I click it, what's going to happen is that it'll go to the next slide, and then I'll see the one that's going to come after that. And so that's how that works. But some people have been having problems because they're saying, I'm doing all this stuff, but then when I go to PowerPoint, that's not what I'm seeing. And so here's a couple of things that are going to help you out in order to be able to get to what you want. Up on the top menu bar here, you're going to notice there's a tab that says Slideshow, and you're going to click on Slideshow. And when you do that, along the right side, there's a couple of things that are going to come up. One of them is it's going to ask you monitor. What monitor do you want to use? And it'll ask you if you want to use your primary monitor or if you want to use the monitor on the TV, right? And so it's going to ask you, and this one actually also gives me the option of automatic. Some people won't have that depending on type of computer, how old your computer is, those types of things. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to select that you want the presentation to show up on the second monitor, the TV or automatic if that's an option for you. And then the second thing is you want to make sure you click this box right here that says use presenter view. Presenter view is what's going to give you the screen that you just saw when I played the slideshow. And so those are the things that will help you to be able to get things looking the way you want them to look up on the screen. And if you have struggles with this, feel free to give me a call. Quite honestly, this is new to me. And so I've had to learn this by helping others figure it out. And so if you have questions, I'd be happy to try to walk that through with you and try to help you find out, well, why is it on my computer things look a little bit different? And again, if you're using a Mac, Macs do a lot of what I just showed you automatically, but I can show you some simple ways. If you're not seeing what you want to see on your Mac, I can walk you through some simple ways to correct that as well. And so if you have any questions, more questions about that, feel free to give me a call.